welcome. You're watching Republic TV with me, Akanksha Khajuri, and this evening we bring you top 6 stories of the day, stories that matter and you should know about. The focus remains on the stones and the slippers that were hurled at the two BJP leaders in West Bengal. We'll show you that video. BJP has called it a political attack, pinning the blame on the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, and then we'll show you a shocking CCTV footage of a BMW ramming into 3 vehicles in Hyderabad. Drunk driver tried to flee from the spot, but he was nabbed later. And then to the tragedy in a hospital in Jaipur, 9 people have lost their lives. The fire has once again exposed the glaring lapses in the hospital safety. And then to the story number 4, which is from Maharashtra, where a major religious conversion racket has been busted by the Maharashtra police. We'll tell you more about this. And then to the deaths by cough syrups. Republic has tracked down the company in Tamil Nadu's Kanchipuram, and what it revealed is completely shocking. And lastly, to the incessant rainfall and landslide in the state of West Bengal, 28 people have lost their lives. These are the top 6 stories that we're tracking for you this evening. Let's get started. Let's start with West Bengal. 2 BJP leaders were attacked earlier today by locals while they were visiting the flood-affected areas. They were cornered, stones and slippers were hurled at them, windshield of their car was smashed. BJP has called it a political attack and pinned the blame on the Trinamool Congress. But on the other hand, the party is completely silent. Here's more.
Jungle Raj in West Bengal. BJP delegation visiting flood-affected area in Jalpaiguri chased by the locals. Stones and slippers fly as BJP MP Khagen Murmu and MLA Shankar Ghosh come under attack. Murmu hit on head and face, even as security personnel struggle to shield him. Shankar Ghosh's shirt torn. Windshield of their white car shattered. Both leaders were rushed to the hospital. The attack triggered political uproar, with BJP leaders accusing the ruling Trinamool Congress of orchestrating violence to obstruct relief work.
The dastardly incidents which has happened in West Bengal today, if it is said that this is the swan song of democracy, it should not be inappropriate. This is a clear-cut political violence.
Under these circumstances, when the total area is flood affected, and still now Trinamool is doing the politics. Our MLAs, MPs, they have been attacked, and our state leader also, they have been attacked by the TMC goons, Muslim goons. Those are mostly Bangladeshis. They are attacking our MLAs and MPs, and our MP Khagen Murmu is severely injured. He has been admitted to the local hospital. I think he has to transfer. He will be transferred to some other specialized hospital because his condition is not so good. Our MLA Shankar Ghosh and Chief Whip, he has been attacked and injured, and several leaders, and all the cars, those are vandalized. All the vehicles are vandalized by these Muslim goons or TMC goons, and even our state president is stuck in those areas. Till now, we are really concerned about the present situation of our state president.
ममता बनर्जी आज जा रहा है नगराकाटा उत्तर बंग में. उनका पहुंचने का पहले हमारा उत्तर बंग का MP, उत्तर बंग का MLA लोग और हमारा राज्य सभापति वहीं पर पहुंच गया. तो इसीलिए कालीघाट से निर्देश जाके ये घटना घटाया गया. और ये जो हमला, ये परिकल्पित हमला है तृणमूल कांग्रेस का, और इसीलिए जिस ढंग से उन्होंने अटैक किया, ये बर्बरता का एकदम चूड़ांत पर्याय चला गया, और पुलिस प्रशासन बोल के कुछ है ही नहीं.
The incident comes as West Bengal grapples with relentless floods. BJP slamming Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee for dancing on festivities, even as North Bengal drowns in devastation.
28 लोगों के मृत्यु के समाचार और हजारों लोगों के बेघरबार होने की स्थितियां हैं. एक तरफ भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सभी नेता, सांसद और विधायक उन बाढ़ पीड़ितों की सेवा के लिए अपनी अपनी क्षमता अनुसार जी जान से लगे हुए हैं। दूसरी तरफ तृणमूल कांग्रेस की नेत्री न सिर्फ जिस प्रकार के वीडियो में नृत्य करती हुई दिख रही वो तो एक पक्ष है, परंतु सेवा कार्य में जुटे हुए हमारे नेताओं पर जिस ढंग का कातिलाना और हिंसक हमला हुआ है वो अपने आप में बहुत दुखद और बहुत खतरनाक है।
A state drowning in water and a political war raging on the ground.
And now shifting our focus, another day, another hit and run case, and this time from the state of Telangana. A high-speeding BMW car crashed into two other cars and a motorcycle at a traffic signal in Hyderabad. The driver was drunk. He attempted to flee from the spot but was later nabbed by the police. Have a look at the CCTV footage, which will in fact capture the shocking moment as a luxury car crashed into the stationary vehicle in Hyderabad. Have a look. Another day, another shocking case of a luxury hit and run. A drunk driver behind the wheel. A high-speed BMW crashed into two cars and a motorcycle on the outskirts of Hyderabad, leaving a woman riding pillion on the bike with serious injuries. The luxury car collided with the three vehicles at a red signal. CCTV footage captured the shocking moment of the impact, showing the BMW ramming into the waiting vehicles. The driver fled the scene immediately but was later arrested by the police. The driver has been identified as Abhishek G. Chandra. Police suspect drunken driving to be the cause of the crash. A case has been registered at the Narsingi police station and the BMW car has been seized. The collision left all the three vehicles badly damaged and the injured woman was rushed to the nearby hospital for treatment.
This very spot at this very signal where the two cars and one two-wheeler was stationed and waiting for the red signal to turn green, but the speeding BMW car driver had come and rammed into these two cars and the two-wheeler, leading to this woman falling out of the two-wheeler and being severely injured. Now we can see that there are still the debris of one of the car that was damaged still lying at this very signal. We are also learning that this particular woman who was injured is being treated at a private hospital in Hyderabad and has sustained several injuries. The accused of the BMW car is said to be Abhishek, who is now apprehended by the police, Narsangi police.
Police are investigating the incident further, reviewing the CCTV footage and statement from the witnesses to find out the full circumstances surrounding the crash. And now to the state of Rajasthan, where 9 people had lost their lives in a massive fire at Jaipur Savai Man Singh Hospital, with the Rajasthan government now ordering a probe into the devastating incident. Relatives of the people who had lost their life have claimed that there were safety lapses and also lack of equipment to douse the flame. Republic has this exclusive ground report. Have a look. Smokes, screams and chaos at Jaipur's SMS hospital. A fire erupted in the ICU ward, leaving patients trapped and helpless. Firefighters battled the blaze for nearly 1.5 hours before it was brought under control. By then, 9 lives were lost.
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की बात करें तो देखिए उनकी तरफ से यही कहा जा रहा है कि शॉर्ट सर्किट की वजह से ये आग लगी है, लेकिन आपको तस्वीरें दिखाए तो यहाँ पे जैसा कि अभी हमने दिखाया भी कि एफएसएल की टीम जो है वो भी यहाँ पे मौके पर पहुंची हुई है। जिस आईसीयू में आग लगी थी उसे सील कर दिया गया है, लेकिन सबसे पहले कि ये तस्वीरें भी दिखाएंगे, महेश इसे दिखाइए कि जब यहाँ पे आग लगी थी तो किस तरह से मरीज जो है वो खुद को बचाने के लिए, साथ ही साथ मरीज के साथ जो तीमारदार थे वो बचाने के लिए, अपने पेशेंट को बचाने के लिए वो किस तरह से, देखिए सबसे पहले उन्होंने ये शीशा तोड़ा। उनकी यही कोशिश थी कि किसी तरह जो है वो सुरक्षित जगह पर पहुंच जाए। सामने आपको एक फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर भी नजर आ रहा होगा। जैसा कि परिजनों का ये आरोप है कि अलर्ट अलार्म नहीं जल पाया था, अलर्ट अलार्म नहीं लग पाया, जिसकी वजह से जो है उन्हें समझ नहीं आया कि आखिर ये सारी चीजें हुई क्या, और वो जब तक समझ पाते तब तक इतना बड़ा हादसा हो जाता है।
Outside the hospital, grief turned into anger. Families claim that the fire was not an accident but the result of a shocking negligence. They claim safety systems were missing, fire alarms did not ring, and extinguishers did not work.
सेफ्टी अलार्म वगैरह, क्योंकि अमूमन ये होता है कि सेफ्टी अलार्म बजने लगते, कुछ भी
नहीं था अंदर, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था, कोई सेफ्टी अलार्म नहीं था जो बच जाए, किसी को पता लगे, या कोई ऐसा सिलेंडर हो जिससे धुआं आग वाग बुझाई जाए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था अंदर।
The blaze has once again exposed glaring gaps in the hospital's safety, no regular inspection, no mock drills, and no working safety gear.
एशिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉस्पिटल, और यहाँ जो आग बुझाने के यंत्र है बिल्कुल एक्सपायरी होने, और यहाँ से निगम के 1 किलोमीटर दूरी पे सूचना के बाद 1.5 घंटे बाद यहाँ अग्निशमन की गाड़ी आई है। इतनी बड़ी लापरवाही आप देखें प्रशासन की, और सरकार नाम की यहाँ चीज़ नहीं दिख रही। कोई भी सरकारी नुमाइंदा अब तक आया नहीं। रात को भजन लाल जी आए थे सिर्फ फोटो खिंचवाने के लिए, जबकि उनको परिजनों से मिलना चाहिए था। आज परिजन आपके सामने बिलख रहे हैं, इनसे यहाँ कोई भी इनका हालचाल पूछने वाला नहीं है। जिम्मेदार लोग कहाँ हैं? जिम्मेदारी लोग कहाँ? उनकी जिम्मेदारी तय होनी चाहिए थी, कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं ले रहा है।
Even though Rajasthan government has formed a high-level committee to probe the incident, for families who lost everything, a probe is too little, too late. A hospital meant to heal has turned into a death trap. The fire is out, but the questions it raises still burn. And the next story will shock you. A major religious conversion racket has been busted by the Maharashtra police. In Bhiwandi, the police have arrested 3 persons, including an American national, for engaging in religious practices and illegal conversion. 58-year-old James Watson had come to India on a business visa and was allegedly organizing the religious events without any sort of permission from the authorities there. Have a look at this report.
The Thane Rural Police in Maharashtra's Bhiwandi have booked 3 individuals: Sainath Sarape, James Watson and Manoj Kolha, for allegedly carrying out banned religious activities and illegal conversions. Officials confirmed that all the 3 accused have been booked under multiple sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Foreign Nationals Act and Maharashtra's Anti-Superstition Law. Police sources say that the trio was allegedly conducting unauthorized religious sessions aimed at conversions.
भिवंडी में धर्मांतर मामले में लगातार आरोपियों से पुलिस पूछताछ कर रही। मैं तस्वीरें दिखा रहा हूं भिवंडी तालुका पुलिस स्टेशन का, और अंदर जो है आरोपी मौजूद है। अमेरिकी नागरिक जेम्स वाटसन जो है अंदर मौजूद है, और भिवंडी पुलिस को अंदर ले गए हुए लगभग 2 घंटे ज़्यादा बीत चुके हैं, और लगातार पुलिस पूछताछ कर रही है। क्योंकि जिस तरह से जेम्स का वहाँ पर, जिस तरह से भिवंडी गांव में पहुँचे थे और जिस तरह से वहाँ पर धर्म परिवर्तन करने की कोशिश करा रहे थे, उसके बाद जिस तरह से अरेस्ट किया गया, इन सारी चीज़ों को लेकर पुलिस लगातार पूछताछ कर रही है।
The arrests come at a time when national attention is fixed on allegations of religious indoctrination of other parts in India. NHRC member Priyank Kunungu recently flagged reports of Hindu children being enrolled in government-funded madrasas in Madhya Pradesh's Morena and Shivpuri districts. With multiple cases now under investigation from Maharashtra to Madhya Pradesh, the debate around forced conversion and religious indoctrination has reignited.
And the next story is about 16 children and a medicine that ended up killing them. The cough syrup tragedy in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan has exposed massive gaps in the drug testing process in the country that led to children's death and left their families completely shattered. Probe Industries and Pharmaceutical, the company which makes the cough syrup, Coldriff, is currently underway. Republic TV tracked down the company's manufacturing unit in Chennai, which is shut and sealed. And what is more shocking is that when we went to the official address, it was also found to be fake. Here's the shocking ground report.
The families of at least 18 children are mourning unbearable losses. Young lives pushed towards death after being administered a killer cough syrup. 2 children in Rajasthan, 16 others in Madhya Pradesh, while several others battle for life in critical care. Republic was the first to expose a staggering 48% toxic composition in the killer Coldriff syrup, a number 480 times higher than safety standards. The doctor in Madhya Pradesh who was prescribing the drug was arrested in the state earlier.
ये दवा इत्तेफाक का है, सहयोग का है, जो भी कहें, आपके द्वारा ही सबसे ज़्यादा लिखी गई है। 5 पर्चे हमारे पास हैं कोल्ड्रिफ।
ठीक है, मेरे द्वारा लिखी गई, अब जब है तो है, उसमें कोई बात ही नहीं है।
और आपकी क्लिनिक के बगल में ही आपका मेडिकल स्टोर है जिसकी प्रोप्राइटर आपकी पत्नी है, वहीं से सबसे ज़्यादा बिकी है।
सामने से भी बिकी है। 3 मेडिकल स्टोर हैं, इसको मिला के 2 मेडिकल स्टोर हैं। हम लोग किसी को कभी कुछ नहीं बोलते कि कहाँ से लाएगा, कहाँ से नहीं लाएगा।
And now, Republic has tracked down the company in Tamil Nadu that manufactured Coldriff.
Well, the police have now on a search for the Sri San Pharmaceuticals owner, where he's missing from Kanchipuram unit where he was supposed to be there. But however, the police, when they went there after sealing the company, have not been able to find him. The state health secretary also speaking to us stated that only when the investigation is underway, they'll find out what has exactly happened, especially because they have to find out whether it is just this one batch of the cough syrup that is being adulterated with the brake solvent, or if not, there are more batches. However, they've stopped the supply of this Coldriff syrup.
Investigation shows fake addresses were given by Sri San Pharmaceuticals to get licenses, while the owner remains at large.
And now shifting our focus, incessant rainfall, landslides, road blocked, bridges collapsing. The situation in North Bengal and especially Darjeeling is dire right now. These extreme weather conditions have killed over 28 people, washed away homes and led to countless other missing right now. Amid this, the villagers have blamed the ruling TMC government in West Bengal for not building a proper drainage system in the state. Here's the full story.
Floods and landslides unleashed by unrelenting rain in India's eastern hill region of Darjeeling has killed over 20 people. These extreme weather conditions washed away homes, roads and bridges, rising the death toll in neighboring Nepal to 50. As relief and restoration work are underway, several people still remain missing. More than 40 villagers affected by a landslide in Darjeeling have taken shelter in the relief camp organized at the community hall in Shiliguri's Mirik. Villagers recall their horror, saying despite repeatedly asking the BDO to build a drain, no action was taken.
सर आपको हम घर में सब खत्म हो गया सर, इसीलिए हमको रिलीफ में आना ही पड़ेगा सर। आपका मेरा घर भी कहीं नहीं सर, सब कुछ तो खत्म हो गया सर। ना नान लुगा ना घर ना कुछ नहीं है सर।
आपके घर में क्या किसी की मौत भी ध्यान दी हुई है?
हाँ,
कौन थे?
सब हमको 18 आदमी है सर। वो जो घटना हुआ उसमें 18 आदमी, 4 आदमी से खत्म हो गया सर। 4 जन खत्म हो गया। 4 आदमी वो डॉक्टर हॉस्पिटल में है, 4 आदमी।
Another villager affected by the Darjeeling floods have requested the government to help them build a house. Amidst this, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has announced Rs 5 lakhs ex gratia and a home guard job as compensation to the deceased's families. The downpour, which began late Saturday, battered the sub-Himalayan districts with record rainfall.
And this is all we could pack for you for 6 stories at 6. Coming up next is Live and Breaking with Abhishek Kapoor. Thanks so much for watching.
थोड़े